If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2?
You said the thing about people are not like snowflakes, each individual. People are a dime a dozen.
I think they've fallen in value since I wrote that a long time ago. I feel people have actually fallen in value since then. They're like a dime a million.
Thank you. Your account has been charged. Your balance is 0.
Why isn't there an epilogue to the tale of the kid who said the emperor had no clothes? Like
what, what happens to him?
Yeah, what the next day? Like, why don't they? Well, he had no friends either.
That's right. Or went to jail. You know, you are right. I mean, that is what happens to you. You know, but I think that that's implied in having to tell people to do it. You don't have to tell people, or you don't have to try to teach children or adults to do things that are easy for them to do. There's nothing in it for you. That's the point. You know, all the things that people teach children, you know, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. The point of teaching them to children is that virtue is its own reward. But there doesn't exist that idea anymore. In this country, there are no values that compete with financial ones any longer. There really did used to be other values. Character would be one of them. That was true. You didn't get rich, but not getting rich for certain reasons was admired. Now, getting rich for any reason is admired. The whole point of teaching children things is to make them less, you know, close to nature, less close to their own nature. You know, that's the hope, that you'll make them act against their nature. You know, which animals don't do, for instance. You know, I mean, that lion or whatever it was that ate the magician, you know, he doesn't feel bad. That's his nature, is to eat magicians.
Right.
Okay? Human beings are not far from that. And so when you have children, you're supposed to, like, say, I know you want to eat the magician, but you can't eat the magician. Don't eat the magician. You know, that's basically what you're telling them. It seems to me now that people don't really tell their children not to eat the magician. They say, when you eat the magician, don't get caught.
We have annihilated morality. We are the Overman, the Superman. God is dead. And we have killed him.
God is dead, beyond good and evil. These catchy phrases have been swallowed whole by the so-called intellectuals ever since they were first uttered by Friedrich Nietzsche, the madman who unfortunately turned out to be the most influential philosopher in the modern world.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
The modern philosopher is not trying to get rid of the troubles of men. He is trying to get rid of men because they are the troubles of the philosopher.
One of the most overlooked points about Nietzsche that Chesterton does not overlook is the fact that Nietzsche was an aristocrat. It explains in part why he despised the common man. Aristocracy is not a system, it's an accident. It's what happens when a small group of people have too much money, which prevents them from doing honest work. Chesterton says that aristocracy is a rebellion of the rich against the poor. This elite group of people have the mistaken notion that their money and their power also automatically includes good ideas. Nietzsche admired the strong and despised the weak.
In the absence of the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from confiscation through inflation. There is no safe store of value. Gold stands as a protector of property rights. Alan Greenspan, before he went to work for the Federal Reserve System. Now Alan Greenspan and the other central bankers want you to believe that the receipt, the paper, is the real money. This is nothing more than sleight of hand. It's a magician's trick. Because for them to maintain control over the government and the people, They have to convince you that this paper is really money, because that is the essence of their power and our powerlessness to maintain control over our own government.
Thank you. Your account has been charged. Your balance is 0.